Guys, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to use this particular indicator. I didn't create these indicators, by the way, but I gather them over time. So I've been testing this strategy for the past month or so, and it does look like it's working really well. So I figure I would share it with you guys, so that way you guys can, you guys can tell me. And I'm gonna leave my email down in the description below. So if you want it, just shoot me an email, and I will tell you. I will send you the link of how to get them all, and we can just go from there. But this is a quick example of how you can use this indicator. So um, this indicator work it works with five confirmations. So you have to have the five confirmations in order for it to work. So for instance, this is a quick example right here. So you got the first the black arrow, you got the white arrow, and then you have the trend indicator. You also have this Maxwell indicator right here at the bottom, which will tell you, so say for instance, the red line has to be on top and the blue line has to be at the bottom. So that way, it will tell you that it's in downtrend for the moment. And then you also have this other trend indicator, which will tell you that that is in a downtrend. So you can see right here, that's one, two, three, four, and five are confirmations. And once you get those five confirmation, then you should be good to enter the trade. And how do you get out of it? It really depends on you. So, for instance, you might want to, start profiting as you go along, or you might just want to wait for the reversal of it. So, for instance, the reversal is right down here at the bottom. So again, you got one, two, you got three over here, and then you got four, and then lastly, you got the reversal right here, and this should be the last confirmation. Again, you have to wait for all five of them to really, really, for it to really work effectively. And again, it looks like I had a reversal right here, and then it looks like it's gonna come back up at some point. Let me see if I can give you another example. Right here again, you got one, two, three right here. The red line is below the blue line, and then you got the last confirmation right here, and then you have the other confirmation right here. And some of this will repaint, especially these two arrows right here. They will repaint from time to time, to be honest. But if you have the rest of the confirmation, you still should be good to enter the trade. So let me see if I can give you another a quick example. This one right here. So you got one, two, three right here, and you see that this one right here waited a little bit longer, and then you have the other one right here with these three arrows. And if you were to enter this position, and then say for instance you would come out of this one, you would get around 151 pips, 150 pips, more take give or take, and then you got it on the inverse over here as well. So on the inverse, you would have got a let's say you got it from here, and then if you would have gotten out of this one, it will be right about here. That's around 139 pips. So it's a pretty cool system. I like to use it on the H4 primarily. I don't necessarily like to use it on the smaller time frame, primarily because of the news, and also because I'm doing other things. So I just place the position, and I take profits as I go along. Let me see if I can show you another pair that I'm currently in right now. Do believe I have two, three different pairs on this one. Okay, so I got it on this one, and as you can see right here, I have the arrow down here at the bottom. The blues on the top of the red. I have the two arrows right here, and I have the blue trend confirmation. So it looks like this is a pretty good system. I'm losing a little bit right now. I'm down. I'm still up like maybe like yeah, not even a pip, but I'm still going. I mean, I just played this position early on, and so on and so forth. I mean, I'll just had a news right here. On this one right here, I'm waiting for a confirmation. As you can see right here, it looks like the blue is already on top of the red. I have the arrow right here. I have the two other confirmations, but I don't have the trend confirmation. And the trend confirmation is, I mean, you have to wait for the five confirmations, and that'll be a really, really good entry. Another way to enter the trade. So say for instance, you got in late for whatever reason, right? So let me just give you another example right here. So you got the five confirmations right here, But then, say for instance, you enter right, or you didn't enter the position, and then you get another opportunity to enter this position right here, or right here, right in the middle of the trend. Obviously, you want to catch as many pips as possible. But if you were to enter right here, I mean, you got your arrow up right here, then you would wait for the Maxwell to be on top of the red, and then you would wait for this right here, and then so for instance, you would enter right over here. Let's say you would have, yes, let's say you would have waited for this candle right here to enter. Give or take, you would still get about 50 to 52, 51 pips. So it's not a bad system. It's just a matter of be patient. You have to just be patient and just wait for the right confirmations. So it's a good system. I'm still testing it. And again, if you want them, just you shoot me an email, and I will give you the directions on how to get this particular item. So you can see right here, for instance, you would enter right here, but then you could enter right on this one right here. You could enter on this particular one right here, this one right here, so on and so forth. I mean, that's just in case you missed the first entry. So the first entry, if you would enter right over here, this is where it crosses this line, and this is where everything. You got the five confirmations right here, right? And then you're waiting for the five confirmations right about here. I mean, you would have got around 250 plus pips. So it would have taken a couple of weeks. So it would have took you about a month and a half for it to, take place. But I mean, in this particular pair, I mean, it wouldn't be a quite significant gain. So with this, again, you have to just be patient. You can use it with other time frames. I would say the lowest is M15. But again, I don't like to check for the news, and I don't really have the time to constantly be checking on this. I would say anywhere from M15 upwards of it. Like I said, I like to just use the H4, and so that way I can check it like maybe once or twice per day. All right, guys. So again, if you need assistance with this, or if you need this particular one, just let me know, and shoot me an email in the description below. Okay, bye bye.